Bum, bum. I hope it started on the YouTube. Okay guys, we are starting on the YouTube just right now, and if you are interested, so please join. Anyway, I will record this webinar even though we'll have no participants or 1 or 2 participants. So yeah, because I will try to I have a presentation, so I will try to talk about some things about virtual reality for the new guys from this field, or maybe if you want to start such a business in the field of virtual reality. We will talk about what the possibilities are there, what the opportunities, and all of that stuff. So basically, anyway, we're going to talk about that today. But of course, if you are gonna be here, you can ask questions, and that will be much better. Okay, so I will disconnect from the Facebook right now, right here, to see if everything goes well on the YouTube. So I hope somebody will see this story on the Facebook and will connect maybe a little bit later. So okay. And now I'm checking if everything is fine on the YouTube and if it's working or not. Give me a few seconds and then we'll start. Or maybe wait a little bit more if someone will connect. I hope. Okay. I see that there are some viewers there. Hi from Dartmouth. Great. Hello. How are you? There are 2 or more viewers, I don't know. Is there anybody else there? Okay, anyway, hi from Dartmouth. Cool. We will discuss. I hope we are waiting for some more guys here, and I hope they will connect. But right now, as we are all alone, tell me more about you. What's your name? And how do you come interested in the virtual reality? Are you not an escape room, virtual reality arcade owner, or you want to start this business, or anything? Tell me anything about you so that I will be provide more interesting information for you, or maybe we could discuss some closer themes in your case. Okay, we are waiting. Everything seems like everything is fine, so my video is good. I'm not sure about that. Yes, sound is also working fine. So Dortmund. I lost Dortmund. Getting no answer from there. or not. Yeah, write something, please, so that I will be sure that everything's fine. Oh no, I don't want. Okay, yeah, we'll be waiting for a few more minutes, and then we'll start the presentation. People are always asking about the webinars, asking tons of questions, and then we're sending the invoice, sorry, and nobody's there. And the next day they're calling me and asking the same questions that I just was talking on the webinar. Yeah, my managers promised me a lot of customers here. Maybe it's too early, but I don't know. For Europe, it's fine, just fine, in the middle of the evening. Yeah, for US, it might be a little bit early on the Sunday. Of course, I understand that, but it's always hard to find the best time for the webinar, because we are working with Europe, we are working with US, and to combine them both, we need to put this time, early morning for US, midday or evening for the Europe. But yeah, it's hard to combine everybody. Oh, I got some message in the chat and then it was deleted from Zucker Fright or Fright. Don't delete your messages. I had no chance to read it. Bring it back to me, please. Where did you find this link? I'm just interested. Maybe I should try not the YouTube for the next time, maybe Facebook, and making the live stream there, and I don't know, and our location, like just exactly when we are playing VR and showing on the exact samples. But it's hard to show the presentation then. Yeah, I don't know how to add it there. I'm not sure that it is possible. Okay, so never mind. If you don't mind, we'll wait for 1-2 more minutes, and then we'll start after I receive a message from you. The message that you deleted. Is there a chance that I could get it back? Or no? Or no? Oh, okay. I'm working in the escape room, and we actually have VR games and escape rooms. So I'm looking for advice from you how to make our offer more attractive. I got an email from my boss with this link. Cool. So you're kind of, and where is your boss? So he or she is just like, take care of it, do everything. Watch the webinar and find the solution. Okay, then it means that your boss respect your opinion, and seems like you're a good worker. So first of all, what kind of VR games do you have? Is it a common VR arcade, like something like Beat Saber and all of those games? Is it multiplayer games? How many escape rooms do you have? where do you locate it? Like in the mall or in a separate building, or call it anyway? Yeah, there are a lot of parameters. I should know maybe to give you better advice. But anyway, if you could provide me some information. We have VR games and escape rooms. Our offer more attractive. Yeah, anyway, we'll talk about that. My today's idea is mostly, as I said, webinar will be... Okay, let's start with the presentation. Anyway, anyway, I don't know if somebody is going to be here more. I hope so. Oh, let me do this. Oh, never mind. I'll do it like this, and where's the button? Okay, like that. So we need to wait a few seconds while it's loading there, because I have some delay on the video from the YouTube. So the presentation is on right now. My name is Petrenko Vasily, so I'm the co-founder of the two companies. One is Timecast Lab, another one is the Deep VR. Timecast Lab is the escape room supplier, so we are working on this market for 5 years. So we I will talk about us a little bit later. And today I'm going to talk about virtual reality game business, where it goes, how to earn money there, what to open first, and or maybe what to choose, what are the options. So it's mostly kind of for the new guys who are coming into this field, or maybe some ideas will be useful for existing VR or escape room owners. So I will be happy to record this video for you, and maybe we'll try to answer some of the questions that we are receiving from our customers, from our potential clients who are asking, who are trying to find a solution from us as an escape room, as in virtual reality games, and they're asking us tons of questions. And I will try to combine them in this kind of webinar discussion, call it anyway, to transfer you our opinion on where we are, where it goes, and how it all works out. So our today's content will be, first, who are we? If we don't know each other, that might be useful for you to know why am I here talking about that. The second one, VR entertainment market review. So what's on the market right now? What are the solutions and options? Then VR, where it goes. Some problems and our solution, what we are doing, our company, what kind of VR games we are doing, and why we're doing exactly this option. And if there will be more questions, more viewers, then answer on questions, discussions, or maybe just free talking if I will find something useful in my mind during the presentation. Warning and rules. What am I saying here is not some kind of a golden key for billions of dollars, first of all. No, and also what am I saying is not the 100% one opinion. I mean, you might have another one. This is only my experience. I'm trying to share what we got from this market, from our experience, from our clients, from players, from final customers. So but I'm not saying that I'm the one who's only right. There are different opinions, and I will not try to say that only this is true and this is not. No, we'll try to find some, as I said, discussion with pros and cons. Okay, before I start, I will read this question. We have two VR escape rooms from Ubisoft. I know them. Cool. I'm reading the message from one of the viewers. And also, you have different games like Beat Saber, Space Pirate, Arizona Sunshine, and more. Okay, I got it. Two escape rooms. Okay, cool. Then I think part of the webinar will be exactly for you. We will discuss on that those games. Actually, I will tell you my opinion about those games, maybe. Okay, back on who we are. We are the first. My company is the Timecast Lab. We are a company specialized in the escape rooms. We are escape room suppliers. We are 5 years in the market. We took part in building more than 300 escape rooms all around the world. You can see on the map that it is all around Europe, US, a few in South America, in Argentina. We got partners in Australia, in everywhere. Of course, in Russia, we are from Russia. So we got a lot of experience in the entertainment field because, yeah, we're working 5 years on it, trying to find the best solution for the scenarios, for the games, for our customers. They are sharing the experience with their experience with us, how the customers do like this escape room or not. So for your understanding, for example, we have a few escape rooms that we wrote a scenario, I don't know, like, for example, 5 years ago, and this scenario was edited and rewritten and reworked, I don't know, like 10 times. So of course right now the version of the scenario with the same idea, with the same name, is the completely other scenario from the first version of it, because, yeah, we are improving our projects, our games, the world is going somewhere. So we are always searching for new ideas, researching the markets, and trying to be in trends. The second company, why am I talking about virtual reality? We found the Deep VR company, and we are making free roam full immersion game for virtual reality. It's a multiplayer game, and already we started this company like 1.5 years ago, and we already developed two games, and actually, yeah, maybe we'll talk about developing the games today. So, or maybe that's a completely separate webinar, should be. Never mind. We already have 10 partners. Not all of them are open right now. Some of them are on the final stage of opening, like preparing the facility, installation of the software and hardware or something like that. But we have already 10 partners where you could theoretically try our game, and I hope till the end of August they all will be launched. Their all projects will be open, and you can try our game in those places. Actually, 4 or 5, I don't remember right now, already opened, and other should be opened in August. So this is who we are. We are, as I said, we are researching the market every day. We're trying to find the best solutions, especially in VR. We are right now, the world is changing quickly, so we are into that fully. So what does market consist of now? Homemade VR. First of all, about the virtual reality, you can try it at home. You can do whatever you want. Those games that you described there, like Beat Saber, like Arizona Sunshine, you can try them at home, actually. So, and this is, I'm going forward a little bit, but this is where the those companies which are providing the hardware, they are going this way. They are trying to make VR more, how to say, for more people to use it, like a PlayStation, or Xbox, like that everybody could buy it at home, play the game. So this is where the market goes from those big companies. But actually, So right now, of course, there are some more other VRs, but three main VRs, which everybody knows: HTC Vive, Oculus, and Sony PlayStation VR. So you can install it at home, and you can play the games. You can even play online games with your friends or other guys across the world for some of the games, and have fun. There are not so many, of course, games comparing to the common PlayStation, where there are tons of games that you can play not in VR, because it's only on developing right now and the content is on the way. But still, there are some bestsellers, some good games. But the thing is that it is not solving. This is not what we are talking on right now, and this is the common home sitting thing. So I will talk about that later. We are talking here about the business solutions, what you can use as for making business on it. So first option, of course, you can you can buy those attractions, difference, VR on the motorbike, VR skiing, or something like that, and put them in the malls, in somewhere at your place, at your pizza or somewhere, and earn money on that. So that's the easiest thing that actually was available way ago. So there are some really weird stuff, in my opinion, showing on here, like those first VR, if you remember, not the VR games, like then you were putting the VR headsets, and there was a VR experience for 2 minutes, like a roller coaster or something. Like my personal opinion, I hate those things, because then I first tried it, I wanted not to come back to the virtual reality, like never, because I was feeling sick after that for 2 hours. And this is the point why I don't like those things, because not so many people know about that, and they seeing that thing and they want to try virtual reality, which is actually not kind of virtual reality. They're getting sick and they don't believe in the future of virtual reality, and just that's it. So this is why I don't like this, the very first photo that you can see on the presentation. The second and the third, those are attraction. The second is just attraction in itself. Then this attraction means you can play only like one game in there, only this motorbike race. Actually, I played this one. It's it's fun. Okay, yeah, it's cool, but also for me, it's not the exact virtual reality. This is the attraction. This is something not that you're getting into what we are calling these virtual reality technologies, high immersive right now. This is cool, fun, but not exactly what I'm telling about. The third one is not the attraction, it's the actually addition to the headset to feel yourself more immersed, kind of. Then you have a platform and you can make steps in there, and it appears that you are like the common VR. If you have a stick, and if you need to get somewhere, you just click the button and you teleport there. And this is how you travel in virtual reality in like this headset on this also thing. So you're sitting on the couch at your home, and you are traveling everywhere by the sticks. In this option, there is a platform and you can make steps, and you're feeling that you are kind of walking. But I tried a few of those, and I don't know. In my opinion, it's better even to use this option, sitting on the couch and traveling by the teleport, than to use this one. The quality of this thing is very low right now. You're not feeling that you're exactly walking somewhere, so you're not getting this immersion. You're just if you are making this business and you're investing money in this platform, I would rather not do that. So the other thing also might be as an attraction. I wanted to put it there first, but then decided to put it aside because it's different technologies. When you're sitting on a chair and playing the VR game, when you are oh, Ankit, hello. Mm, yeah, for new viewers, for Ankit, for you, this is the webinar for some kind of a new customers, new guys in the virtual reality, and for those who want to open the business in this market. I'm talking about the options, about different things, and yeah, so you're welcome here. VR games where you sit. So this is different technologies. There is a camera on the headset, and it can see your arms, and you control all the game, like everything in the game, only by arms. So you're not moving anywhere, no sticks actually, so no teleport. But the thing is that you are like, you put the arms in front, you're going forward, like flying. You're putting there, you're going back, and all of that stuff. And this is a cool thing because you can try something like this is a cool thing because you operate with your exact arms. So modern technology is it's called leap motion. One of it, it's pretty accurate. I mean, so it can track your fingers. You can create something from there. So in those games that you are choosing some spell, pushing it into somewhere. So those games might be good, but there are two problems. One problem is that still it's a camera, and your like moving of the fingers is pretty those like short distances, so it should be like very highly accurate, and still it is not that good. And there might be some, like then it doesn't see your fingers because they are like all crossed, or some mistakes. And in those games that I played on this technology, they were all like, I was trying to make a spell and it doesn't work, and sometimes this camera just this sleep motion loses your arms, and it will always like that, and this is the only instrument that you have in the game, and then you're losing it. It's kind of a fail, so you can do anything. It bothers you a lot. So in this case, this is the first problem. The second and the main problem, exactly for me, what I was talking before about that, you're sitting on one place, and you need to move somewhere in the game, for example, get to the next level, and you're putting your arms in front, and you're flying. But the thing is that physically you are not, and at that moment your brain is just getting all these remember I was talking about this first photo thing, all those roller coasters. So physically you're sitting on the one place, but you're going somewhere, and after some time you might get sick. So it's not that bad as with roller coasters, but it really depends on people. So once I remember we played this game with my friends, and after 15 minutes, it was 1 hour game actually, a pretty big one. After 15 minutes, one of my friends just got sick and finished the game. After 15 more minutes, the second one came out. I was the third one. I finished after 45 minutes. And the only one, the last friend, girl, she was like, oh, I liked it. Everything is fine. It was really cool. But for us, it was kind of a hard experience because we were always getting sick. So as I said, it's not like those roller coasters, then after 2 minutes you're feeling sick for the rest of the day, but still it might be not so good for different people. And it might be because of the low investments in that stuff, it might be a solution for your business. But the thing is that there are not so many games, like few. So only companies who are selling it as a franchise, as games by itself. I would not invest a lot of money in that. I would rather buy those attractions like motorbike, a few of them, than this one actually. VR arcade. That's the most spreading thing right now. Is then you're buying a headset like HTC, Oculus. You put it at your place. So this is the common story. You download the software, the commercial use software, and the most popular games like buying the Beat Saber, like Arizona Sunshine, and all of those, and put them into your place. So the thing is that this is a good thing because not everybody is buying VR at home, because it's kind of a, before that there were like 10 years 20 years ago there were clubs with the computers, because not everybody had the computers. Right now it's the same with VR. It's a good option. Actually, sometimes we are spending our time, right now not so often, in those VR arcades. Then you can play the games and do all that stuff. But the main problem is for this thing right now, in my opinion, that it is the same option that the homemade they are. And as I said, those big companies who are providing the hardware right now, their goal is to make hardware available for everybody. So it will be the same as the personal computers, as the laptops. So everybody will have the VR, and that will be a problem because it won't be something really useful. Because you can really play it at home, but yeah. And the other thing is that even though there are some multiplayer games in there, at the beginning, from the first point, this is not the multiplayer thing. I mean, this is mostly then you're going in there and appearing in the virtual reality world and playing Beat Saber or others. And of course, the more developing games, more multiplayer games help you with that. But initially, this thing is for one player. And the thing is that for our business, if we want to make a business on the virtual reality, on this market of entertainment, we need to bring groups of people. So we need to find a solution where the company of friends could come to your place and have the VR experience. In this case, you will be kind of a not unique, actually maybe unique. You will provide them solution that you need to get here. So actually, I'm right now talking only about what you have on the market, but touching some themes that are already like problem, solution, and all of that. But as I said, this is the discussion. So my main idea is that in modern world, people are not likely going outside. So we can buy food, order food at home. We can order clothes. So actually, we are in such a world where you can sit at home and you can get everything there. So there is no big need to go somewhere. This is why this is a big, like huge problem for existing malls. Actually, I talked to some of the guys in this field, and they were telling me that we need to find a solution how to bring people in the malls, because some of the big franchises of like shops which are selling just outwear, they are going like bankrupt. They are closing them, maybe not bankrupt, but they are closing a lot of the shops all around the world because of that problem, because people are unlikely going somewhere because they can get everything at home. So in this case, we need to find some solution that you can bring people for something unique, for something that you cannot get at home, so just unavailable right now for you at home, and you need to get groups of people. So, and here comes some of the solutions which you can do. So first of all, these are VR games with full body tracking. So this is unavailable at home right now, because at home you cannot make a place and put this all the tracking system. It's way much more expensive. It's you don't have the space at your home, your house, to do that. So this is some kind of a unique solution that you can provide, and this is for companies, for teams, team of friends, and this is where you can really you're just providing them the solution of how to spend time really cool, and why should you get out of your place, out of your home there. And those places, also going for a little bit, as we're talking about the problem of malls, they are really happy. They are like extremely happy. Before that, for example, when the escape rooms were like that, this is what I meant. I'm not like saying that I'm 100% sure, but this is what I meant in our history. Then the escape rooms were like that popular. The malls were giving them very, like, I don't know, this is like nightmare contracts to put them into the mall, because like you will earn a lot of money in the mall. We have a lot of people. This is and this is still true. I'm not saying that malls are dying. They are having some problems, as I said, but there are still a lot of people, like huge number of. And before that, they were like giving you a huge rent, no, asking you for a huge rent, asking you for a percentage, asking you for tons of everything. And they still do, but right now they are seeing those problems that people are at home and they don't want to go shopping exactly to the malls. And for those entertainment things, which are bringing them companies, groups of people, they're extremely happy to get those. And right now, what I saw is you could get much more better agreement with them. They will give you, I don't know, more space. They will give you less rent. They will give you more promotion. So just you need to bring them idea that you are the core element of bringing people into their mall to do shopping and all that stuff, and this really works. So yeah, we got from the games with full body tracking. This is just initially, this is just one of the what's that advantages. This is full body tracking, this is groups of people, this is new immersion. So this is not just like a headset and like 360 degrees that you can look around and playing games. No, you're really into it. You're feeling that you're shooting somebody, you're solving puzzles. So this is a completely another level of immersion, and you're using not a teleport to go somewhere, but you're using, and not this platform that you're imitating steps, but then you're going somewhere exactly and you're reaching your goal. So this is again, new level of immersion. And even though they're calling it right now not the virtual reality but the hyper reality, this is how it calls right now, because of those reasons. So this is the next option, and of course the last one is the VR parks. Also the same idea is that these VR parks might combine all of the solutions that I told you before. So it could be a few VR arcades, few VR headsets like with VR arcades. It could be Okay, VR games where you see it could be different attractions. There are a lot of those, like flying on the rocket or something, those planes, motorbikes, and other. It could be this full body tracking as a core element, as the most hyper immersive experience that you have in the park. It could be these 5D cinemas, it could be all of that stuff. So because also you cannot do that at home, and you can go there with the big company of your friends, and you can get a lot of different experience in there. And it's not available at home. You need to get there, and you can get a lot of experience in there. So this is a really good solution where to go if you have a lot of investments. You can start from this, not start from this one, no. Mostly those are, for example, I know guys who are starting from, if they want to get they're not opening, of course, the VR park on a huge area from the beginning. You are starting from something. What we found, what we are doing in our locations, we are starting from full body tracking from our games and combining them with VR arcade to make it as a core element, and VR arcade as a small experience that you can. Like you came with the big company, with the birthday party, and the main thing is that VR, this hyper reality game, but also you can, while waiting, you can play Beat Saber and have fun, and then change, and then back, and then make the records and all that stuff. So you can combine it in different ways. You can start from something small, then bigger, and of course it depends on your situation, on what you have, what kind of investments, what kind of place you have. Some of our partners, as I said, we are on the market of escape rooms for 5 years, and we have partners right now who own escape rooms, and they are thinking, I have 3 escape rooms and I want one, and I have one more room, what to open there? One more escape room or other experience like virtual reality, because it's something new, it's a new thing. What to open there? VR arcade or this hyper reality thing? In this case, it really differs. What we suggest, of course we not suggest, we are selling it also. Hyper reality, because it might be close to the escape rooms first, because it's the team game, and the second, it's like a new level. It's the way much more immersive than the common VR arcades, and if they start this one, after you can add, as I said, it's really easy to add VR arcade anywhere right now, so also you can do that. Oh, so we are going everywhere. Forecast for the future. So, where the market goes right now. Of course, it's technical growth. So this is the main question that we are getting every time from our customers. Like, I will buy the virtual reality headset, and next year the other headset is coming. What should I do? In this case, there is a stupid answer. I got a laptop. I bought it. Okay, no, I know guys who are buying new iPhones every year, but still there is no big need in that, really. There is no big need in changing the laptop every year. And the same thing with the virtual reality. I have the examples of some companies that even in this, okay, you got the VR arcade, you built it, you install it, or you got free roam full body tracking game, you have the equipment. Okay, new headset released, why should you like replace it? What is the big need? There is actually no big need in that, because you have the business working, and it will be actual for a few more years. And as I said, mostly those big companies, they're releasing their headsets, their technologies, which are going to the homemade VR. So that's it will be widespread. It will be mostly for everybody, but it doesn't. It is not the problem for your business model, which is if you are choosing this actually number 4 or 5 option. If you are using only the second, the third, or the first option, it might be a problem for you. But actually, it shouldn't be, because still we have a lot of more years on that, and there is no problem that every year a new technology, new something appears. Actually, then something as a little secret, then something new appears. It doesn't mean that next week new games, new possibilities will be available. That's completely untrue. Just believe me, and I will tell you about that. So, technical growth. Anyway, increasing the resolution of helmets and computer speed. Of course, that's the good thing. We are getting new processors every year. We are getting better headsets. We are getting everything better. So in the future, because we are going to this virtual reality technology, we are going on the higher quality of everything. So of course it will be better. So it is where it goes, but it doesn't. For sure, this line will not bother this business model if we have the business in virtual reality. It will help us in the future. For right now, if even I know a lot of VR arcades who are working on HTC Vive. After HTC Vive Pro released, I remember actually the difference between HTC Vive and HTC Vive Pro is huge. Like the quality of the video, the tracking system, like everything. Vive Pro is much better. But the thing is that all the VR arcades who are on HTC Vive, they hadn't changed on the Vive Pro, because what's the reason? Like we are still providing VR arcade, VR games for our customers, and that's not a problem. If you're opening new location, of course, new VR arcade, of course, it's better to use the latest technology, latest hardware. But just because warranties, because higher resolution, so we will provide just a high quality, and you can promote it that we are using latest hardware. But as for, is it a problem for you that new hardware released? The answer is no. Sorry for me spending so much time on that, because really I'm getting this question every time, and after I'm asking the back question, when did you change your phone last time, the answer is appears by itself. New things, wireless technologies, the technical growth, of course. So those VR arcades, that for example HTC Vive, you are with the headset, but there is a wire and you are connected to the PC, so you have the limits of where you could step. So as I said, on the teleport, and it's kind of not the really comfortable thing. Talking about the games with full body tracking, what we are using for that to avoid this situation, so that you can step wherever you want, we are putting the backpacks on the players, so you could see that there are backpacks with the PC actually behind them. But the thing is that they are heavy, they are uncomfortable, so more problems. So to make everybody's happy, we need some wireless technology, and it will be way much easier. Inside out tracking, I was talking about that also. Everybody's asking, what about Oculus Quest? Everybody heard about that technology. What's that actually? This technology is then on the headset. You have a few cameras looking in the different positions, and it tracks you in the position. And there are no wires, so it's completely wireless technology. It's very easy to install. So actually, you don't need to install it. You don't need those bases. Okay. I was talking that this is for new guys. Okay, let's get back a little bit. When we are talking about any virtual reality, which is VR arcade and VR games with full body tracking, we need to track. We need tracking system. Track the controllers in the space. So for us to know that this guy is standing right there. His head is looking this way. So, or these guys, VR arcade, the same. So how does it work? There, in this case, in case of HTC, there are base stations which are in the corners of the room or in the middle of the wall, and they are sending like a net of lasers or just them. They are getting the information where the headset appears. The headset or the sticks or the controllers, so they are getting all this information. They're tracking you, those controllers, call them anyway, I don't know how they, like Wi-Fi box, in the space. In this case, you can see that there on this photo there are a lot of cameras around. This technology called OptiTrack. Actually, I was going to talk about that also, but anyway, this technology is that it takes the picture. So there are from 20 cameras, 20 pictures, and it makes 3D model of everything. You could see that there are small balls on the guns, on the players, on the headsets, and it appears that this hand is here, the headset is here. So from those 20 different cameras, it makes one model, and this is the tracking system for it. In case of inside-out tracking, there are cameras on the headset by itself, and without any additional cameras all around or base stations or anything, it knows where you are right now. So, and this is like those Oculus Quest, for example. This is the best solution for home VR right now, because you're just buying it, you got the box, and you just unpack it, put it on your head, connect it with your mobile phone, and you can start playing. So like very easy to start, no wires, no PC, like nothing. In case of other previous technologies, you need a PC also. In this case, the headset, all the hardware in there in it. So and sounds really amazing, and it goes there, but it has some problems, and we will talk about that. So sounds really like futuristic, like future is here. Oh, this is actually the next slide, tracking systems. Yeah, we already talked about that. The OptiTrack, all the sensors on everything. HTC Vive, the technology called Lighthouse. So those are base stations, you could see them. So yeah, but only thing is that there are wires shown there, but we can make it wireless, put in the adapter, and no wires at all. And the last one, the Oculus Quest or Vive Cosmos, which is going to be released by HTC later. So the inside-out tracking, we already talked about that. Okay, I don't remember. About the inside-out tracking, as we are here still, let's talk about that. Why is it also, first of all, why is it not a problem for us, for our business model of making VR arcades, hyper immersive games, locations open there? Why is not a problem for us right now? First of all, very stupid one, but right now, if in all the documentation it is written that we are not allowed to use the Oculus Quest as the commercial use thing. So we are talking with them right now. I don't know, are they going to change their policy or something? But right now, like if you want to use this in VR arcade, and that would be the best instrument for it, because like comparing to HTC, of course the quality is lower, but for you will not find that. Of course, you cannot. It's hard to play huge hyper immersive games on the Oculus right now because, as I said, for hyper immersive games, we need backpacks with the PCs. We need a lot of power on the processor. On the Oculus Quest, everything is in there. So, of course, right now, the possibilities is lower. But still, first of all, one of the problems that Oculus is not getting us the license to use it for commercial use. We don't know what about the HTC, but I hope they will not do that because, as we talked before, they are everything about home VR. Buy Oculus Quest at home, play it, and you'll be happy. But the second thing, the appearance of Oculus Quest is not solving the solution of that you can take a big group of people and play the VR in team. Because the second problem of Oculus Quest, in theory, what they want to come at the end is that, I don't know, for example, there is a huge stadium or something, I don't know, and you then we're there with 10, 20, 100 people more and play one game. And you can walk everywhere because all the tracking system in there, and you can play a huge multiplayer game. But what's the problem? First thing, nobody knows how it will react on the very I don't know how to say, smooth environment. I mean, on the stadium, for example, soccer, football stadium, there is a grass, and those are just cameras. And what are those cameras are not the best cameras in the world. Their quality is pretty low. They just need to track where you are. So in this case, they're not getting exactly the smooth surface. So they will. There is a possibility that they will not catch of you stepping forward, for example. And actually, we saw. The developers of Oculus Quest, they were releasing some stuff, and they were showing that there is a possibility to play multiplayer game in the at some kind of a location, and they were playing in Oculus Quest multiplayer game, some kind of a shooter or something, and they were without wires in like room of, I don't know, like 400 or 500 square feet, 40, 50 square meters, and everything was fine there, saying at first. But the thing is, all this room, I saw this video, was covered with barcodes, some kind of a barcodes, so that these cameras, these headset of Oculus Quest will know for sure that you are here, you are there, so that the tracking environment should be like ideally prepared. So it's not like you just walked outside and you're playing it. In theory, yes, and mostly it kind of like that, but there are a lot of things. Also, they wrote in one of the themes, they wrote that there are some problems if you're going too close to the wall. For example, you're hiding from your opponents somewhere, and you're close to a wall or some obstacle, and going back, you might lose your tracking, because very simple, the cameras on the headset were covered with this wall, so they were like black something. And if you're in a multiplayer game and you should all be tracked and to be in one 3D model in one system, and you just covered all your cameras and then get back, it might lose you, and you will be just like out of this 3D model and out of the tracking system. So as I said, in theory, this is a wow and very cool solution, and for home VR, this is the best what you can find right now on the market. We just bought those headsets for us for developing for some stuff, and we are playing almost every day with those simple games on it just for fun. It's really easy, it's perfect. But as for business solution for VR arcades, it's not available right now, and in the future this technology is new, and as I said, if there is something new released, it's not like 1 week after we could use it. No, first of all, we need to improve this technology. Second, we need to develop games for that. We need more content. So it's a huge process, so don't worry about that, but for you to know, it's coming. The second forecast for the future is that VR market is growing, and it's growing really fast, like twice in a year. And according to some numbers, it will increase to those a lot of customers. The thing is that right now, what I heard, I don't really remember the exact numbers. It's like 2% of people heard about VR, like really heard, and a little bit have a little bit understanding of what is that. But I don't remember what part of them. I think like 10% from those 2% tried VR, or maybe even less. I don't remember. So the amount of people who know about VR, even less, I think, who tried VR is like nothing. So the market is so right now for people, virtual reality is something like still the future, but it is here right now. And the thing is that we need to make it widespread. We need to bring it to people, and the market is huge. Market in the entertainment, in the training systems, in the all the areas of using virtual reality is huge, because it's still something new. In my opinion, virtual reality came from this, I don't know if you heard this hype cycle theory, is that first then the technology appears, you have a huge expectations for that, and everybody wants to try it or something, and it goes like the interest goes on the peak. But the thing is then like the expectations are this high, but the technology is not covering those expectations, and people are just like losing the interest to that, and goes really low. And then it goes, if the technology is not that thing, it goes to the plateau and like developing like as it should be. So it's like goes up, and the expectations up, then you just like, it was not what I was expecting, it was not bringing me to the moon. So then it goes down, and then so virtual reality, what I met a few years ago, it was like that. And then for me in personal, I met virtual reality a few years ago, and I felt sick, and I was like, no, this is not the quality that I wanted. I was looking at those games, and it was like back to the 2000s. But right now it goes, so we got the technologies, we got a higher quality resolution screens, and people are coming to that, and they are getting interest in that. So we are getting new users, we are getting customers, people are and putting the virtual reality for people like something available to try is a good thing, because it's they are hearing about that, and they are trying to, it's interesting. So forecast for the future is really good, because right now very minor amount of people knows about that. mine also some thoughts about that. What I was telling you before is that VR arcades, home VR is in one thing that it is okay that it goes there, and we cannot do anything with that because those big companies are working on a homemade VR, so it will be there. So our solution, so our future of the business in VR is to make it for companies. What we talked, to bring the companies into the entertainment center, to bring team plays and all of that. And what I wrote here, for example, this is one of the features that we are doing in our game, for example, is that we have the location, and on this area only like 4 players can play against each other or in one team. But what we want to do and what we are working on right now is that there are location in New York, there is a location in Sydney, Australia, or Amsterdam, or somewhere else, and they're playing against each other. So we are making tournaments, we are making worldwide interaction, we are making cybersport. So this is like, it's you can do that at home also, but only first in a multiplayer game, online multiplayer game, and only sitting on the couch. But right now what we are working on is virtual reality, high immersive virtual reality. Then you need a special area for that, everything prepared. So anyway, you see, or I don't know if you see, I see how the gaming world right now in last few years growing like millions of dollars. If I'm not mistaken, this very popular Fortnite game, there was a world championship like a few days or weeks ago, and the winner got millions of dollars. Winner of world championship of the computer game. One other game, I'm just you see, I'm looking for different gaming and all the stuff. I'm really into it. Another championship, the on this Delta game will be I think next week, and the prize pool is 32 millions of dollars. So and I heard a lot of news about that, and I'm reading and I'm researching. Not getting into that market now. I'm just and I'm not a big fan, but still, in the recent years, this market grew like insane. And of course, virtual reality, also gaming part of it, will get there somehow and somewhere and in the future. So we're working on it right now. Why not to do that? I heard of some championships in virtual reality already, but those are mostly like very, very, very simple games. But why not? I think that's a really good thing, and we have a big future in here, and the interest for that will be like something crazy. And just imagine if there will be, if we could get into that, some kind of a cyber sport thing, and you will be the one who have the location in your city, and you can provide for all of the people in this city, for all of the teenagers and all of the cyber sport gamers to compete on your location. I don't know, that sounds really crazy and really cool and very profitable. That's just my my business dream. Just appears in my mind. Appeared right now. Okay, so one more thing that we are going to do also. There are some companies that are doing that right now, and for us it's hard to get there maybe. at the beginning, but I think after we got many locations all around the world, we'll get there. Making the partnerships with different IPs, like with Marvel, with Disney, with with I don't know, with different movies, so that you can create games and develop the content based on something. In this case, of course, your experience will be not only like gaming experience, it will be like cinema virtual reality experience. And this is also why cinema appears, and why malls love cinemas right now, because they're bringing people there. And the same with virtual reality. You could be, if you're thinking this way, you could be a new cinema cinema thing for malls, for the market, for the entertainment market as itself. So, and I think this is where we should go. This is what we are building our business model on. Yes, I'm talking about us. What is our product exactly? We are making VR shooter games. Oh, I promised you to talk about them. Okay, maybe later in the question part. We are making VR shooter games with full body tracking, of course, from 50 square meters, around more than 500 square feet. It's 2 to 4 people at one location, and this is why from this amount of space, because we are free roam. Yeah, we are making free roam games and full body tracking, and we need more space for players to walk around. This is not like a VR arcade. They need more space. Than the price for it might be and should be higher. And this is, like, as I said, this is another level of experience. This is the high immersive games. We are using HTC Vive Pro, and we're using wireless right now, so no backpacks. We have this option available, so right now it's much better with wireless. And this for right now, I think this is one of the best tracking systems, is the HTC Vive Pro, and it's available if we are talking about the cost of the equipment, because those actually there are more. I put on the OptiTrack, HTC Vive Pro, and inside out tracking. But of course there are more. There are some companies, I should call them minor companies, who are making different types of tracking. But right now the best solution is OptiTrack and HTC. But the thing is, HTC technology called Lighthouse. But the thing is that OptiTrack technology is the cost of it is up to $100,000 only for tracking system. For HTC, for Lighthouse, for everything, like for the headset, computers, for tracking system, for everything, the cost of the equipment for 4 players will be $25,000. So of course the difference is too big, and the quality of HTC Vive Pro, which was released previous year, very high. So, but still, remember we were talking about what to do when the new equipment released. HTC Vive Pro was released previous year, but I know some of our competitors or some of the locations with full body tracking, and they used OptiTrack. They already invested $500,000 on that equipment, on that game, on that technology, on everything. Why should they change it to the HTC? Of course, if they want to open new location, they could use HTC Vive Pro. But in that case, they need to they need to work on their game, on their software then. So, and it's also, you need to count whether it's more profitable to create a new software or to buy this equipment. So, but still, they are working on the OptiTrack still, and it is still okay. So they're not running there and changing to another one. Back to what we offer. We offer some kind of a new type of business in your city. We are space. We are actually providing. I don't know what to tell. We have two games. One game is a team shooter, where all the players are in one team and they're killing zombies, and it's very attractive. I mean, it's like everybody's screaming, and like we are getting all the 5-star reviews for that game, and we're getting 70% of people coming back to play this game again. So very high rate of returns. Returning back to play. I mean, so we have this is the first game. The second game right now we are working on and releasing the player versus player game. So it's kind of competing theme, and there will be different scenarios like team on team, or there will be death match. So everybody's playing against each other. Capturing the flag or something, different guns, different abilities or something like that. So and cyber sport in the end, of course. So this is our product. We are working on it, and we're not stopping. As I said, it's free roam, full body tracking, very high immersive game. You can look at our advantages. We are using the most stable body tracking right now. It's full immersion. They're all the players. And what is the free roam? What is full body tracking? It means that all the players are interacting with each other. You can give a high five to each other. You're seeing your full body in the game, and it repeats all your movements, like all your arms, legs. If you make a step in the game, it is a step in the physical world. So the same distance, the same everything, and you're not getting any sickness in your mind because of that. And it's like, wow, this is why we are doing that. This is not the roller coaster minded games. No wires. So we are, so it's the half of the hour experience. We have a lot of that, and we are working. So as I said, the equipment for our the hardware for our games is approximately $25,000, and the software part is our license. And we are working on a subscription model, and there are two options that you might choose. It's the annual subscription or monthly. If it's annual, you're getting it for the first year, it's $15,000. For the second, to renew the contract for every next year, it's $8,000. If you are paying monthly, so it's only initially at the moment of signing the contract, $5,000. And then each month 12% from the revenue. So and those prices are actual until 31st of August, because when we started, we decided that after 10 partners we will increase those prices, and actually we got 10 partners in July. But we decided that not all of them are open right now, and we will make a pause on raising the prices. So prices will increase from the 1st of September. So it will be higher price. So if you want some kind of this thing from us, contact us as soon as you can, and we'll discuss the possibilities. So this is my contacts. My name is Petrenko Vasily again. I'm the co-founder of those two companies, Timecost Lab about the escape rooms, and The Deep about the virtual reality games. Those are my emails, my phone number. If you are abroad, it's better to use WhatsApp, or you can leave me an email, and I will call you back from the other phone, so that we can talk for you we can use Skype, we can use, or I have the phone that I can call worldwide. So yeah, if you're interested in any questions in anything, just let me know and we could discuss that. And the question part, I finished with the presentation, but still, if we have something to discuss about the, I remember about the Ubisoft. One more very popular question of from all of our clients and for everybody: why are you not making the escape room in VR? The thing is that right now, maybe we will, just to calm me down, maybe we will in the future, but right now I told you all the pros and cons what we are seeing in those different business models and VR arcades and all that stuff. So to play the escape room in VR, it's the VR arcade thing. It's something that you are doing. You can do in common VR arcade or at home. So it's not highly immersive. And the worst thing is that I played some of the escape rooms in the VR, and they are, for me personally, they are boring, because you just using the VR to take the thing, put it there, and what's the big sense in virtual reality here? I don't see it. And from that point, we are trying to make our games like with more dynamic, with more competitive, with more interaction between players. So that's that's why we choose to start from shooters, because shooters like the Counter-Strike, the Fortnite, all of those games, they are the most popular online games are those, of course, except Dota or something, because they are easy to understand what you're doing. It's also it's the wow. I don't know why I haven't answered that before, but that's kind of a obvious thing. That escape room, if you tried it, you won't come to play it the second time. Escape room in VR, the same. You will solve it and that's it. But shooter game, the same game, you can come and play. As I said, we are getting 70% of players coming back to play, and we have companies of we have some players who are coming back for fourth and fifth time. So this is why we are making these type of games. Maybe we will make the escape rooms in virtual reality in the future, just for I don't know, promotion or something. And also it takes more time, because to make it good, to make it as a level of Ubisoft, you need to spend a huge amount of money, time, and everything. Because it's I know Ubisoft, I saw their games. To make them interesting, you need to create this huge world, to create a lot of puzzles, create a lot of content. The one of the hardest parts in the creating games is creation of new content. It's really hard. In shooter games, we are creating and developing new mechanics mostly. So interaction between players, we are creating maps. So the only thing that we need to create on the content is mostly the maps, the geometry of the game. But all the others, what we are working on is the mechanics of the game, on different guns, on different abilities, on different scenarios of the game, like deathmatch or team on team or something like that. So yeah, you see, this is my answer why we don't have right now escape rooms in virtual reality. Where are the locations with your product? I would love to try. The closer one to you will be soon, I think, in Amsterdam. They are right now testing they're testing it. or maybe I think they already launched the commercial games, so maybe you can try it. If you're really interested, let me know on these contacts, and I will send you the link. So yeah, and we are looking for new partners all around the world to, as I said, to create. First of all, that's the new thing. That's a good business model. That's a good business thing. And in our case, we want to open as many locations as we can with our partners to create a huge net of interactions between them, tournaments, all of that stuff. Also, we are not selling a franchise by itself because yeah, I like the word franchise, but in this way I don't like it because a lot of our partners who are buying our game or want to buy our game, they have big projects on their mind, and those are projects like VR parks, for example. Yeah, or we have a lot of partners who are escape room owners, and they want to build, as I said, they have one more space area to put the virtual reality there, and they're putting in there. So we cannot. First of all, it's really hard. We are not selling the franchises that you need to call your company our name and that's it, and it's really strict and all of that. No, we understand that it's impossible. If somebody is making a VR park, it will be VR park with different attractions, with VR arcades, with our game, one of the part of the VR park. So in this case, we are not selling the franchise, but we are providing all of the materials, all of our experience and everything we have with this subscription. So we are sharing all the videos, all the photos. In this case, we are asking our partners, not asking, of course, requiring to put our logo and name on the website and on the location still. You don't need to call all your company our name, but there should be our logo. And this is a good thing because we provide you, like, we are making a lot of videos. We have partners all around the world, and they are making some marketing materials, and we are combining them all together, and we can share it with with our new members. And in this case, you're getting a lot of marketing materials for free, and but they're of course all with our logo. So you have our logo, you have marketing materials, put them together. And also, this is a really good thing if you're opening the location somewhere in a new city. You can just take the reviews from all around the world, from our other partners, to promote your company, to promote your exact city. So this is the advantages that we have. So we are not forcing the franchise, but our subscription means that you're getting more from us. It's almost like a franchise, but without those restrictions that you need to be under our brand only. And also one more thing is that, of course, this subscription means that you're getting all of our games for that payments. I mean, as I said, we are not stopping the developing of new games. We are making updates to the existing games. We're making new scenarios. We're making new modes, updating everything. And our partners, they are getting it all in this package. So after in 2 months, we got new update for this game, and you're getting it. In next 2 months, we got a new game, it's beta testing, we are sending you're testing it. In 2 months, this game released, we're sending you final version, you are putting it into the list. So yeah. Oh, actually, there's one more question that we are getting, that not question, like, I want more games. I want more games to be available to play for on the location. That's a good thing, but our project, our hyper immersive games, is not something that equals Beat Saber or something like that those 2 minute small games. Of course, for those small games, you need to, a lot. For hours, it's like half of an hour experience. Of course, if you really like it, first of all, there are some people again who wants to try it again, the same game, or they will try the another one, which is player versus player. Okay, if they want something new, we are looking forward. We are really looking forward in the future to make game like. More family friendly, more for kids, something like that, or okay, the escape room something thing. So we have some ideas where to go, but um, there is no big need to have like 10 games on this location. It's just there is no big sense in it, and we are looking forward more to improve like our second game, or even the first game. To improve the second game, player versus player, it's very easy. We have tons of ideas how to do that. Different maps, like then you're competing on different maps, very easy. Different as I said, abilities, different guns, different mechanics, and all of that. So we will create a lot of updates, a lot of content, which is like one game actually, but it will be a lot of varieties of this one game. So one more question: will I get 5 to 10 games? The exact answer is no, or maybe later in the future, because as I said, we didn't stop we prepared 2 games and that's it. No, we are working on them. So maybe in the future we'll have 5 games. But the thing is that our games will be with new features, new things, and there will be different varieties. Like, for example, Counter-Strike. Yeah, again, this very popular game. When I was younger, I used to play it, of course. Everybody does. And there are, I don't know, 100 maps. This is only one game, but the thing is that you can play 100 different maps with 20 different guns, with 1,000 different people, 1 million different people, and every day for a few hours. So this is mostly where we are going, and there is no big need to make 10 different escape room and virtual reality games. So I hope you got my point, and yeah, this is not like that we don't want to make this spend a lot of time and money on creating the escape room and virtual reality. We just see more potential in profit for our customers, also in working this way, because you could see that on the second option we are directly connected with our partners. If you earn more, we earn more. We are interested in creating new content, in creating better content. For this first option also, because if you don't like our games, you will not continue, and this is not what we are going to do. So yeah, what about other locations? We have 2 locations in US. We have one in Amsterdam, one in Luxembourg. Luxembourg already working. Luxembourg, Amsterdam, and one will be opened in Scotland soon. Others are far away. 3 in Russia, 1 in India, and 1 in Sydney, Australia. So, but I really hope that will be. Our goal is to make 20 locations by the end of this year, and I think that's possible. That's right now. We have the negotiations with more than 10 partners, so it's not a problem. And I think next year we have the big goals on opening a lot of locations all around the world. Because yeah, as I said, this direction with this cinema like format, when you are attracting people group of people to come in somewhere, this is what works. So one more question. Yeah, I'm asking questions myself because I was planning to make this webinar for kind of a introduction into virtual reality business for our new potential clients, partners who are asking a lot, and those simple questions, and I'm answering those questions every day. So one more question. There. But on this question, I don't have the exact answer. They're asking if they need to open their business in the mall or somewhere separately. I already talked about the malls, about the pros, cons. They're still very strict, and you need to pay a high rent. But they are recently, right now, they are giving better conditions. They are more soft right now, but still, we have partners on this question. I think I will answer, sorry, later, because we have partners in different locations opened, and we are collecting all the statistics. So as I said, everything that we are discovering will be available for all of our partners. And as we get more statistics, I will have more to tell, more experience to share. For right now, for malls, for example, we opened one of the locations in the mall, and it was pretty low at the beginning that we were getting from the mall. Exactly, it was like 10%. They just started. They started and they didn't make so. Yeah, their commercial was really poor. Like they were not doing it at all because they were doing the other stuff. And they, even though they were getting small revenue somehow, which was enough, and 10% from that small revenue was the flow of the mall. Like people were hanging around and like, oh, some virtual reality, what is that? And they were getting there. But later, right now, they're opened like for 5-6 months. Right now, their revenue just like already 2.5 times bigger. So we are getting higher. They started some commercial, and oh, by the way, the thing is that right now it's a really bad season. So it's summer, and for us, we're in not touristic place. So for us, summer is that season for entertainment. But their revenue is getting higher, more bookings, more players. And the thing is that we found that right now, from the flow of the mall, we are getting 20%. From that bigger revenue, we got 20% from the people who were hanging around in the mall. So this is also the way of the path that we are going to work on, how to attract people in the mall also. So because they are getting a really good big part of the pie from this one. And right now it covers it for sure. It covers the cost of the rent and all that stuff. For other guys, they opened on a separate place, and they are doing good commercial things, and they are spending a lot on that. So, as I said, we are right now collecting the statistics. In the future, I will maybe on one of the next webinars will make some kind of pros and cons on that stuff, and also we're collecting the marketing experience on what works, what's not. Also, we'll share that. Thanks for the webinar. Thank you for being here. I'm really glad that that we been there 1.5 hour, perfect timing. So thank you so much. I really hope you liked it and just got something new or some ideas from it, where it goes, or some our opinion about the technologies, about the market, about the existing solutions, or something. If you have, as I said, any questions, any ideas for partnership, anything, if you want to try our game, if you want to tell us something, or thank us for something, or I don't know, share an opinion about the webinar, I would like to hear the feedback also. So these are my contacts. We'll be waiting for something, some emails in there. Thank you for participating. I hope you really liked it. So we'll be finishing the slideshow first of all, and actually we'll be finishing the translation. So thank you. Have a good day or evening. What time doesn't matter at your place, or for all of you who are watching that in the recorded. So happy to see you anytime. One of the also, I'm really open on the social medias, and the main social media that I'm using for virtual reality news experience and stuff is my Facebook page. So find me on the Facebook, Petrenko Vasily. I'm sharing news about our latest news about the virtual reality. We'll be writing a lot of posts, a lot of articles. I want to write something in there about VR market as itself, because yeah, we're going to a lot of conferences and all that stuff. So hope to see you there. Add me to the friends on the Facebook, and we'll work together somehow in the future. So thank you. Bye bye.